In this short video, I'm going to show you how to update your BirdDog Studio or BirdDog Mini device to the latest 2.5 firmware. And once that's done, I'll also show you how to enable decode mode so that you can take any full NDI video and decode that back out to SDI on a Studio or HDMI on a Mini. So to get started, what you need to do is access the web user interface on your computer for your Studio or Mini. In this case, I have the Studio browser open. I just need to enter my password. The default password is BirdDog. Once logged in, you'll be greeted with the dashboard. This will tell you everything you need to know about your BirdDog and the status it's in. In this case, our Studio has an HDMI input and it's active at the moment. In order to go to 2.5, you need to go to the System menu and scroll down to the System Update section. Choose File, and then you need to choose your firmware update file. It's very important to make sure you have the correct version of the firmware update when you're doing this. On the side of your BirdDog device, you'll see a sticker which will tell you whether it's a Mini or a Studio, and more importantly on the Studio, whether it's a revision 3 or revision 4. Once you've identified this, select the correct version of firmware. In this case, I've got a Studio Rev 4. Choose the update file and press Update. This will upload the firmware update onto your BirdDog and begin the process. This process can take some time. Please be patient. Once this is finished, on a Rev 4 or a Mini, the unit will reboot itself immediately. On a Rev 3, it will instruct you to restart. Once the unit's restarted, you can then go back and log back into your web interface. And you'll see now it's running BirdDog version 2.5 firmware. If you go to the config section, by switching it to decode, pressing change mode, the unit will immediately switch into decode mode. Underneath is where you can select which NDI source you'd like to use. What you need to do is refresh that list and then drop it down. You will see all of the current sources within your network environment. By pressing apply, this will immediately start the decode function. If you wanted to go back to encode mode, simply jump back into your web user interface, go to the config section, switch the operation mode to encode, and press change mode.